I work with Fistcell Media. My name is Jeff Luke. I'm a level designer, content designer, and art direction, I guess you could say.
My name is Steve Chiavelli, and I work on AI programming and programming.
The game is Drawn to Life. It's being published by THQ, and basically the whole premise of the game is that you are saving a dying village from like shadow-like evil, basically, that's corrupting the entire world. And you're the creator. That's who you play as. And the village basically is just asking you to help them out, save the world for them. So you have to create a hero, and this is where the whole special part of the game is. Let me get back into this real quick.
You gonna talk while you draw? Yeah, go ahead. So in the game, we actually have a fully functional drawing tool, very in-depth, very easy to use. It's really similar to Microsoft Paint, which I'm sure most people are familiar with. So there's a whole palette of colors. You can actually switch between different palettes, and we also have tools you would expect from a paint program like flood fill, undo and clear all, stuff like that. And so what you can actually do is with the stylus, you can edit your hero. You can draw as detailed or as little detail as you want. If you're a bad artist, that's certainly okay. I mean, there's actually a pretty cool factor of watching something that's completely terrible drawing start running around the screen and doing stuff. But if you actually are a good artist, there's benefit in that too. I mean, you can actually zoom in up to 4x and do individual pixel editing and get something really nice and detailed. Jeff can actually show you some of the things you can do.
Okay.
Sure, you got a character on now.
So the head was only drawn. The rest of it, I'll show you these guides here. I'll show you that first. So there's different guides you can choose from in case you aren't talented in the artist department. And here's Snowman. But then, like, on top of that, you can sit here. Here's the zooming in. You can zoom in all the way up to 4x, and then you can turn on a grid and use the D-pad to make pixel perfect edits and stuff like that. And there's different sizes here. This is the single pixel editing. And then, but if you just want to scribble something real quick, you can do something as simple as a stick figure here. Got his legs and his arms. He looks kind of mutated. That's good though. And then we'll go right into the game, and there's your guy running around, fully animated. He hops, does a little butt bounce, pushes people. Later on you get a gun, and you get things like wings you have to draw, scuba gear. You can also draw different vehicles, up to 15 different vehicles. There's a sled, submarine.
In order to progress through the game, you actually have to draw several things as you go through each level. So, for instance, in our tutorial level, you have to draw a platform. And we suggest, hey, draw a cloud, because you're kind of hopping through the air, hopping on these things. But you're not actually limited. I mean, whatever you want to draw, it's still going to work. I mean, you can draw completely ridiculous things, and the game's still going to function. But as you go through these levels, you'll come across one or two things per level that you have to draw in order to proceed. Like Jeff said, there's vehicles. We have a sled. We've got a submarine. There's a whale. There's all kinds of things. And overall, by the time you get to the end of the game, you'll have drawn about 150 unique things that are all saved, by the way. We have a very large save card for PS, so every single thing that you draw, it keeps. There's actually, we have, is it 2 save profiles?
Yeah, two save profiles.
2 save profiles, and each profile you can save up to 3 different hero designs. And you can also trade those hero designs over wireless locally.
I'm gonna go ahead and explain this real quick. So what happened was, all this black stuff here, this is the shadow corruption, and this is like one of the normal shadow enemies. They're totally, simple looking, but they're pure evil. And I just got hit, and you notice that these arms just appeared. Because what you're built off of is a wooden mannequin. That's kind of like your default body. So the more I get hit, the more I become this mannequin again. And obviously once I get down to this form, now this is actually how your life system works. There, I just died and fell through the world.
Did you die?
Yeah.
Playing your own game?
Oh no, I was showing him death.
Oh, okay.
But I fell through the world. Well, then I died.
That's not a final build.
Yeah. So, here, things you can do. It's very interactive throughout the game, so you can tap on like doors and money will come out, or sometimes they'll even lead into a entrance. Let me run up here just a little bit farther, get past. I'm just gonna skip past this stuff. That way I can show you drawing of different platforms. So this one you can enter, but I'm not gonna go in there quite yet because I gotta draw a platform for that. You guys just found out a secret? Not really. So it was saying to draw a fluffy cloud. And I'm going to show how you can just draw whatever you want. We're going to draw a gigantic smiley face. I guess it'll be kind of like a cloud. So he's going to be filled in with white. Oh, I screwed him up. Okay, he gets big eyes then. So it's kind of like one of those Faceball 2000 faces, but of all the things I could reference right now, Faceball. So there it is in the world now. I'm using it as this little platform to get up higher and see more of the world. Now, here's something cool. I don't think this has ever been done ever in a game. Your head is an extra life, and it's actually the head that you drew for your character. Which is
like Mega Man 2, but not.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they do the head thing, but we actually make it so it's your own custom head. Quite special. So now I came in here, and obviously most people have gone in there originally and been like, oh, I can't get up here. But I knew that ahead of time. So houses, this is a really simple one just because it's the tutorial level. We didn't want too much going on. Houses are basically places to find power-ups like, you know, lives and more coins and stuff like that. And they don't really progress you through the game at all. They're just kind of optional little spots you can go into. So here we are getting a little bit higher. Tutorial level will every once in a while stop you and tell you how to do certain things. Like this is like, oh, here, press Y to break this, or you can use a ground pound. So this one, I'll just break like that. That's a little pushing thing. You can also push enemies too, like these little Baki guys. All enemies you can push. It kind of gives you a chance in case you ran out of ammo or something to still get past them. So up here, okay, so this is the cage, these goo cages. What happened is in the village, a lot of the villagers left the village because they were sick and tired of lack of food and all kinds of stuff. And they got trapped inside these goo cages by the shadow guys. So this is the mayor of Raposaville. And these guys are called Raposas, and so you rescue him by smashing open the gate, and now he's going to talk to you a little bit, and you explain that you're the creation's hero, and you came to save the day. And then that's where our demo ends, but the world is roughly 16 levels. Each level has about 4 stages in it. It's got about 15 hours worth of gameplay, so it's pretty extensive for a little platformer game. It's got a big village mode where you can run around. It's kind of like Zelda style. There's no fighting or anything in there, but you can talk to villagers and they tell you, you know, your next objectives and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's lots of story progression.
It's got a really deep story, and there's like an item shop. You get upgrades in there. You can buy things like soundtrack, stuff like that.
Yeah, so rather than Mario style where the coins give you the extra lives, this one you're actually going to go to the village and use them in the store.
Oh. Yeah.
The extra moves that you can buy actually do help out quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's like flip kicks you can do that are really good for taking out flying enemies, stuff like that.
It's extended push too, where you can slide and push. So you'll like slide across the ground a little bit farther and push. Gives you a chance to kind of push a guy a little farther and get a little distance. So it's really helpful if there's a bunch of enemies in the tunnel and you're like, ah. But
yeah, that's pretty much the
just
whole game.
Comes out September 11th. Ships on the 10th. In US, I think it comes out the week after in Europe and the rest of the world.
Release date's like the 21st or something like that for Europe.
So it might be a week and a half.
But we actually have no idea.
Yeah.
Time frame.
Yep.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you very much, and hope you guys enjoy the game.